Yeah, you guys have always told you that President William Ruto is completely incompetent, and the level of incompetence can be seen now on how he's playing with the fire. Everyone is saying Ruto is too clever, he will win the next election, but I can tell you everything he does, how he does them, shows me he does a lot of things with a lot of incompetence. Now, President William Ruto is playing with the fire. In fact, people like Sakaja are not helping him. You saw last time when there was the GenZ demonstration in town against the death of Albert Ojwang, they sent goons to come and beat the protesters. Now, do you know what that has happened? You ought to understand how the state works. The state must have monopoly of power. What do I mean? A monopoly of violence. What do I mean? By having monopoly of violence means that no one can attempt to put any violence against the state. So by the fact that GenZs were able to get to the street, demonstrate and enter parliament, it means the state has a lot of weakness. In fact, it is dysfunctional. In fact, the state is illegitimate. Because if you can allow an outsider, someone who is not within the state, to be able to put violence until the president had to make such a speech he was making on that evening, it shows that the state has lost the monopoly of violence. But this violence does not mean the state should inflict violence on people. It should be that the state is so strong, so organized, until no one can even contemplate or dream of confronting the state in terms of violence. But the GenZs did it because they were so violent, they killed people, but it happened. In the Western world, you have the right to demonstrate, but you can never put violence against the state, because the state will be able to respond and can bring down any organized violence. So with the state here now playing with fire, bringing goons now, it is showing that the state cannot be able to confront and manage the protesters. According to me, the state cannot be able to unleash terror on the protesters. Normally, the protesters are protesting because the government has lost social license to rule. They have the legal license, which can be stolen even. You can steal a legal license. How many people have worked as fake doctors and succeeded? How many people are driving cars without driver's license? The policeman is collecting a lot of money from people who drive cars without driver's license. They have no legal license. But some of them can drive anyway without driver's license. So the state lost the social license to operate. To regain it back, they need to deliver on healthcare, need to deliver in education, offer national security.
Welcome to Kenya Alpha Media, your #1 trending news channel, entertainment, gossips, rumors. Kindly subscribe before we progress.
Wadau na wadakuzi, kuna huyu kaka ambaye anafahamika kama Fred Ogola ambaye ni strategist and expert pale wa mambo ya siasa, na ameenda mbele na kuweza kuongelelea more about government ya Kenya na jinsi ambavyo imeweza kushindwa ku counter attack demonstrations za wana GenZ, na pia kwenda mbele na kusema kwamba eti wana GenZ wako unstoppable. Na hii ni kwa sababu eti hii serikali ndiyo uwapa reason ya kuweza kwenda street day by day, yani wanajiekea mashida ambazo zinasababisha wana GenZ kuweza kuenda streets. Na pia aliweza kuongelelea na kusema kwamba eti government must have monopoly of violence, na aliweza kusema hivi ni kwa sababu hapo majuzi tuliweza kuona kwamba government iliweza kuhire goons kuweza kuprovide ama kucause chaos pale kwenye Nairobi CBD, ambapo hao magoons waliweza kutumika kuweza kuwapiga wana GenZ ambao walikuwa kidemonstrate pale. Na pia aliweza kusema kwamba eti the government ya Kenya iko so incompetent kwa sababu decisions ambayo ina take day by day hii inaonyesha its level of incompetence, kwa sababu ikifika to a point 80 government inaamua kuhire goons kuweza cause chaos pale kwa andamanaji, inaonyesha kwamba eti kuna weaknesses within the system, ndiposa wanaamua kuallow outsider kuweza kusaidia gava pale kuweza kusambaratisha demonstrations za mavijana pale Nairobi CBD. Na pia aliweza kutukumbusha kidogo mwaka uliopita pale ambapo kulikuwa na demonstrations za kureject the financial bill 2024, ambapo tuliona kwamba wana GenZ waliweza kufika pale hadi parliament, na akasema kwamba ikifika to that point ati anatusaidia anaweza kufika hadi katika majengo ya parliament. Inaonyesha kwamba eti kuna so much weakness within the system, kwa sababu si vyema inafaa kuwa rahisi kwa outsider kuweza ku accommodate ama kufika pale kwenye parliament. Na akaweza kusema kwamba hizi zote zimeweza kusababishwa na incompetence ya government ya Kenya, ndiposa inafanya kunakuwa na mambo kama hayo. Wadau, kabla tuweze kuzidi kutazama more details ambazo huyu kaka aliweza kusema pale, wacha tuangalie jinsi ambavyo Wakenya waliweza kureact pale. Njogu alisema he is a politician and not a leader. Maina akasema wewe ni mjaruo mwenye uko tu na kelele, una chenye unaambia watu. Man Labor akasema that's why we have broad based government and it's working. Waliaula Ken, very true. Hagras 5 akasema prelude to anarchy. African breeding hair stress akasema I'm calling on all GenZ to take some time and pray to the most high God of ancestors and be with us on the 25th of June. We have shed enough blood, no more. Our ancestors already paid their price to our freedom with their lives, and that should be enough. June 25th is a true Madaraka Day of the people. We are standing for a better Kenya, a country with free quality education, a strong and fair healthcare system, and end to police injustice, and the government that truly serves its people. Guys, tazama video yenyewe na usisahau kusubscribe.
Bring back the rule of law and ensure the unemployment among the youth is sorted. Also ensure the economy is working, people have food on the table, and people have money in the pocket. That's how the state becomes socially reliable and relevant. If there is no food on the table and there's no money on the pocket for citizens, you lose legitimacy. So instead of confronting people, the policemen abducting people, killing people, just sort out that simple thing. Pesa mfukoni, ugali mezani. How can we be having ugali in the headline of a newspaper in country at this time and age? We are 62 years old in our independence. Bado ugali inachapa headline. Ati hakuna ugali Kenya. Ati unga inachapa headline. It means these people have lost legitimacy. So I want to say the following. If the president will dare us again by bringing goons to the CBD to protect them against legally, constitutionally protected rights of Kenyan to protest, we will call the military to come and take over, because now these goons, they look like external aggressor, because external aggression should be met by the military. Internal aggressor should be met by Minister of Interior. That's why we have Minister of Interior and we have Minister of Defense. Defense should come to protect Kenyans against external aggression. These goons, we shall treat them like foreigners, because we don't know where they are coming from. We don't know whether they are Kenyans. And if they are Kenyans, they cannot unleash terror on Kenyans, loot people's businesses, burn people's property, in pretext that they are protecting the state. Who is the state? Then the state has become a goon. Therefore, they have lost legitimacy, and that's why I'm calling upon the military. Next time you see this one, come to the street, pick those policemen plus goons, go and remove Ruto and take him to Sugoi. Then you can install civilian rule so that Kenyan can go forward, because we can't be in a state of someone who is so dysfunctional and so incompetent like Kasongo. Thank you.